Hello everyone and welcome. This is Shigeki. Today I want to talk about something I've been thinking about since I went freelance. One of the best things about being a freelancer is that I no longer have to pretend to be busy. When you work for yourself, there's no one to impress with the appearance of being constantly occupied. Everything from managing your time to achieving results is your responsibility. This is a significant difference between being a freelancer and a salaried employee. Today, I want to reflect on my time as a company employee and discuss why salaried workers feel the need to act busy. I want to explore some of the reasons and the behaviors associated with this phenomenon. By the way, I didn't do that myself. Looking back, perhaps I should have played along a little more. As a Japanese salaried employee, I probably should have at least pretended to be busy. I remember colleagues, especially superiors, who would make a show of being busy. One thing that stood out was exaggerated sighs. They would loudly sigh, sometimes every 2 hours or even more often, as if to say, "I'm so tired." I always wondered why they would make such a show of it. I never asked them why. It was quite strange. Another behavior I noticed was the way some employees walked quickly with long strides and straight backs. It was particularly striking when I worked in Bangkok. The local people walked much more slowly, which is probably normal for tropical countries. Seeing Japanese people walking so purposefully made me think they were very serious. I always think you could tell what country a person is from just by observing their walk. Another classic example is typing loudly on the keyboard, hitting the keys hard and smashing the enter button. It's a way of showing everyone how much work they are doing. If you look at their faces, they look like they are suffering. I wonder why they look so miserable while working. They seem stressed. Some even emanate an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." If they can't achieve that, they successfully pretend to be busy. So, why do people feel they have to act busy? The root cause, I think, is that the modern office work is highly specialized and divided with complex, interwoven tasks. Because of this, it's difficult to understand what others are doing, their progress, or whether they might be struggling. You just don't know what others are up to. Because you don't know what others are doing, you have to show people how hard you were working. You have to demonstrate your work ethic. Back in the old days, things were simpler. You could easily see how hard people were working and the nature of the work. Now, everyone is on their laptops working in isolation. It's harder to see what others are doing, so you have to show people you are working hard. In Japan, the work process is just as important as the outcome. Even if you get the work done, if your process doesn't look hard working, it won't be valued. For example, if someone is slouching in the chair, they may not be evaluated highly even if they are doing a good job. Meanwhile, people who look busy and stressed may be highly valued. This behavior, this working acting is annoying. But the great thing about being a freelancer is that I don't have to do it anymore. That is one thing that I'm very grateful for.